Next on our listing for this month is the Sega classic The Adventures of Batman and Robin, brought to us by Sega of 1995. I decided to do this one because A, I've already done a Batman game, and wow, that is loud. So, as you've seen in the trailer for this month, at Arkham Asylum, the bad guys escaped. That of Joker, the Mad Hattler, the Mad Hatter, Two-Face, along with Mr. Freeze, is technically after your ass. So, check our options. Yeah, we got 6 credits. Not much else, but let's go. So you can either play as Batman or Robin the Boy Wonder. I'm going to play as Batman, of course. Of course, it is also a 2-player game. And this game is pretty straightforward, like Dick Tracy. And as Batman, you are armed with your batarangs. And as you are out and about beating up the bad guys, you do have a power meter that actually, as you see, if you let it charge for a bit, they will get powered up. And of course, they do change over time, so that is also a good thing. And they also get upgraded. So all I'm doing is just holding it down. Just like Dick Tracy, only better. But the thing I like is that Batman is very agile. Plus the fact that, well, it has this Gunstar Heroes feel to it. I mean, I pretty much prefer this version than the Super Nintendo version of it. Because the Super Nintendo version, no offense to it, but it had too much going on for itself. I mean, it was puzzle and a side scroller. So I mean, really, it wasn't, it was just far too much. And of course, if you change up your weapons by waiting a bit, you will have something like some bolos, some bat bolos. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody remembers the TV show. Actually, I enjoyed the TV show. I mean, for its time, I had to say that was the best rendition of Batman ever known. Compared to its 19... What am I saying? 19... It's 1966 ham counterpart with Adam West as the main character. This game was more, this show is more dark. And come on, the stories were actually good. Wonderful, I get a message from YouTube. Anyway, not important. First boss is, well, it's kind of a thing. It sporadically shoots its gun off at you. And as it does this, you shoot it enough times, it will just go crazy. So what you need to do is basically make it shoot in one part. Make it fire in one part, because it will follow you. As for Harley Quinn, well, it's just me, but was she just too... I don't know. To me, she was far too... Hey, Mr. J! She sounded too much like Edith Bunker, you know? Yeah, I get the standard. Nice, I get the standard ones. The standard quality batterings. I kind of find it funny the way I'm actually going through this game. And you don't have to really jump. As with any other versions of Batman, you have to jump over such chasms and whatnot. I mean, the other Batman game I've actually ever played was the one by, the one done by Sunsoft. And the Hudson Soft version. If you remember that version, it was a puzzler. And it was for the TurboGrafx 16. The Japanese one, anyway. Rather, I should say the PC Engine. I got myself some nunchucks. Awesome! And I have more mail coming in. I swear, the more I'm actually doing, the more games I'm actually doing. I don't know. But I'm getting rather popular. I hope that's not a bad thing now. I mean, I seem to be getting quite a bit more subscribers this month. Like, more this month than I have been getting for anything else. Kind of glad for that. One up. Kind of find it funny that I'm actually going through all this. Not even breaking a sweat. Aside from me sweating, but... I mean, it's just me, or does it play more like an Amiga game? If it was done by Amiga. I find it funny how well I'm doing so far. These things can really become a pain. And here comes Harley Quinn again. I mean, I suppose if her voice wasn't so annoying, she would be quite cute. But she gotta have this Edith Bunker-like voice. And to me, I'm just kind of thinking I'm kind of thinking she's almost gonna say, "Oh, aren't she?" Every time she said, "Oh, Mr. J." Like, God damn, shut the fuck up, please. Please shut up. I mean, really? I can understand you being Joker's mole and all, but damn. I mean, really? Really, game? You're under arrest, bitch. Quite straightforward this area is, or this first stage is. This game might be done in parts. I mean, considering how long it is. I mean, how many levels is it for one stage? Good, and the cops are on our ass too. Now, like I said, I like games that are kind of straightforward. You know, I don't like games that are just too. Well, you see, the object of this is to do this. Like, please, dump it down for me, please. I mean, to me, you know, give me something that actually makes sense, that it doesn't take that long to figure out. Well, what kind of history do I have with Batman? As a kid, I was really into superheroes. One of the superheroes I used to dress up as was Batman. And another thing, as a kid, was when I was a kid, back when the old man was just a friend in the family, he used to take me out. And I can really attest to this, but since we watched the old show, I can say this now because it is funny. He says it so well. He says, "We're going to find the Riddler. We're off to find the Joker, Robin." To this very day, he still reminds me of that. and it really does make me. It really does make me laugh. Because really, it was funny because my dad who only took me out on my birthday. I mean, every so often he would take me out on my birthday. But for anywhere else, the old man would take me out to, time out and everything. Well, like I said, maybe I might do this in parts. I don't think I'll probably do this game in parts. I'll just play it straight out. But I will probably take a break in between parts. Like I said, I would play this. I would play this game out in. Normally, I would try to play this game out in parts. For the music, it's pretty damn good. It doesn't sound so. It doesn't sound so cloggy or anything like that. But I have to admit, it is pretty good. I probably will take a break in between this game because, for one, I am getting kind of hot, and two, well, why not? I need to take a short break. So the Joker is down. I am the knight. So next is level 2. A two-sided story. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a short break and probably get something to drink, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back and I am in control of the situation. My apologies if, well, for those who are wondering why I froze for a moment. But I had to make sure everything was safe and sound at the old home. So, stage 2 has us going up on high places. And believe me when I say this, but this is as high as you can possibly get around here. Boy, the stuff you can find around these places. And here comes Harvey Dent trying to blow us up. You know what? I can never understand Two-Face. I'm thinking to myself, okay, so the real question is, with Harvey Dent, this is the only person I never did really understood. Okay, in the first movie, he was a black guy. I'm talking about Batman with Michael Keaton. The second movie with, what's his name? No, he was still in. He was still in it. What am I talking about? I didn't see the point in, in why he has it out for Batman. I mean, he was trying to reason with him as Bruce Wayne. That doesn't make sense whatsoever. For me, it really doesn't. I mean, Two-Face is actually one of the most complicated enemies ever known. I mean, he really doesn't have any beef with Batman. So what's the point? What's the point in him actually being a bad guy? I mean, considering that Rupert Thorne didn't like what he was doing, that's completely understandable. It was a mob hit, and well. If I understand mobs correctly, you become a target if you don't do as they tell you. And Batman can jump, kick, an airship. Oh my god. Does anybody, aside from me, think that, well, Batman just have a way with words? I mean, really, I don't see the point in why certain enemies just have it out for Batman. I would think for some reason, hey, wouldn't you look at the facts first? Why are you in it for I mean, really, if you're supposed to be an enemy of a well-known crime fighter, you gotta have reason why you're an enemy of his. I mean, if he did something wrong to you, that wouldn't make sense. Or just because you don't like the guy. I kind of like how this is turning out. I'm just blowing up this place and blowing up this freaking Zeppelin. And Two-Face seems pissed at me. One of the main reasons why I like this version is because, well, I think I said it before, I'm going to say it again, it is straightforward. Requires no logic whatsoever. The Super Nintendo kind of did too much. I mean, that's the only downside with Super Nintendo games. And now it's suddenly turned into a shooter, only in reverse. A top-down shooter going sideways. That definitely says a lot right there. the graphics are good. The moves are just fluid. But I just didn't see the point in why the game had to be. Why the Super Nintendo version had to be so complicated. Like, it was good as it was, but jeez. Gotham City, 1943. I mean, I'd say no one could draw women damn fine like Bruce Timm. I'm not kidding. I mean, even the ugly looking ones were classy. I'm not kidding. It's like he knew how to put sex appeal in his work. And it wasn't, you know, ugly either. It was just classy. Like, take for instance my girlfriend. She's an artist, right? Now, I've pretty much seen her art, and by the way, for the reason why you heard that my messenger will go off in my video was because my girlfriend was showing me some of her artwork, what she does in her spare time is she likes to draw. Kind of like me, for which, you know, in my spare time I do writing. As it being my job, yeah, as it being my job, yeah. I mean, she can draw some good work. I mean, I keep telling her, you know, she want my opinion. I say, well, you don't really need my opinion. So I tell you once, you know, you keep getting better at it. I mean, most of her work that she usually does, you know, it's online anyway. I remember when she stayed with me a year back. We were actually in the same room. I was writing, she was drawing. I was doing a Kamen Rider story, and at the same time, she was drawing a picture. I saw one of her pictures, and I said, you know, this is good. How come you never showed me this? Well, that very picture that I have on my hard drive, it just happened to be the cover art for my book. So, you know, I said, well, you know, that's good. That's really good. laser shield, damn it. I stand corrected on the bounds that I am shooting up things that shouldn't be shut up, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, there are certain games I like to do as, you know, for two players. This one in particular, I'm thinking, if anybody wants a co-op, you know, I'd love to co-op this game. I mean, there are so many games that you can really co-op with. But for me, it's time. Because my friends live, you know, somewhere on the East Coast. And their schedules are different, so that's why, you know, whatever you can work out. You know, whatever you can actually work out, you know. It'll work for me. Just let me know what's good, what's a good time for you. I don't know why, but lately Skype has been pretty buggy. I don't know why that is. Like, Skype is really buggy. I kind of feel like this level's going on forever, doesn't it? Would I ever consider being a long player? No. I mean, if I ever did a long play of something, it'd probably be something like Crater Maze. Really, I'm not kidding. Because that is a game that I could possibly beat in just one sitting. I mean, for 60 stages. I could probably do that in one sitting. And my usual hours of Let's Play is between 1 to like what, 7? That's depending on what I'm doing. If I'm doing games like these, this is gonna be one sitting. I mean, now since YouTube lifted the time constraints, I can do games fully now. But the only exception would be like games like Lunar and Shining Force. Like, I would have to do them in parts because for me to do a Let's Play of a certain game, my personal requirements is really, it has to be a game that I feel I'd like to beat. Like, I've beaten Lunar. It's a game I don't mind beating, and it's a game I don't mind, you know, spending a lot of time on. It's like for 33 parts, really. That's how long my game took. It took me like 33 parts. And that took up 3 gigs worth of space. So what I did was, after I upload stuff, I don't really keep the video that long. So what I do is after I upload it, I delete the video off my hard drive. That's how I'm able to do a lot of my videos. I think I said this before, but to me, as long as the audio comes out right, that's my only deal. As long as the audio comes out right, as long as the track comes out the same way, you know, it's fine for me. You know, as long as I'm doing, you know, commentary and whatnot, as long as that comes out and the sound comes out right, I'm okay with it. Really, guys. I know most of you people think I was actually going to do a shitty version of Dick Tracy. I don't think so. Because I think I stated this before in my Let's Play of it, but I like Dick Tracy. I grew up reading Dick Tracy, so I'd have no reason. I would have no reason to hate it. And yeah, I was switching fingers up for a time. Because really, why not? Tell you, this looks like an Amiga game. The game sounds like something that Amiga would have made. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was an Amiga version of Batman. When is it ever gonna stop? Jeez. Come on, man. How much more of there is this? I mean, I feel this game is kind of endless. I mean, for God's sakes, I hope it's not endless. I hope it is. Here we go. Oh, this must be the main boss. You know, for me to be doing this, and And just switching up on hands on the fly like that really does say a lot. So next is level 3. Tea time! So what I'm going to do, my hands are kind of sweaty. So shortly and very shortly I'll be dealing with stage 3 tea time after this. Okay, we are back with more Batman. And things have just gotten weird. Because we're in my favorite part. We're blowing shit up. That's right. We are actually blowing shit up. We got smart bombs aplenty around here. Now, truth be told, I had like at least 2 Batman games that I actually did like. Aside from this one, I also had, I also played and had Batman the Brave and the Bold. And I say this because, well, if anybody has ever played that game, as long as it is, why did it feel so goddamn short? I'm not kidding. It felt so damn short, and I don't know why. It's like right after that, then you have the after you dealt with 4 stages, then there was a Batmite level. And after that, that was it. You know, I kind of expect more out of a comic book game. Like, you're only going after four villains. But the stages are long enough. So it would make sense. However, for something like this, you know, for a Batman game, Brave and the Bold was kind of, and I have the Wii version, mind you. Like I said, I prefer my games animated. I don't like realism all that well. Hey, look, I was a kid with color, so therefore, color plays a big part in my book. As long as it was, you know, as long as it wasn't too out there, it was okay. But I digress, though. But yeah, I did have at one point Batman the Brave and Bold. Now the only Batman game that I haven't played yet is Lego Batman. What I might do is just take a night off, just take a night off from doing Let's Plays, and just play my PlayStation 2 and Wii, and you know, make it simple for myself. Yeah, the reason why I keep pausing like that is because my hands get sweaty very quickly. kid you not. Because I'm constantly shooting and firing. Like I said, I am kind of getting hot with this game. Plus, the levels seem endless. I'm not doing this in parts, per se. But I swear, it feels like I am doing it in parts, though. Considering how long these levels actually are, anyway. I digress, though. Like I said, I actually did like the series when it was on TV. And I think the movies were pretty damn good. I think the only movie I actually did enjoy was Mask of the Phantasm. Because actually it told a great backstory about what would have been. Had Bruce Wayne actually done the deed and considered stopping Batman, actually having a love interest. It was quite tragic because his girlfriend at the time just had a few dark skeletons in her closet, and, well, we all know what happened after that. That was the only time we could actually see the Joker being sick and sadistic. Oh goodness, we got the Cheshire Cat. How would you like to wake up to this every morning? I wouldn't want something like this in my room. I'd throw this damn thing out in the garbage real quick. Well, that is right after I break the goddamn thing. I'd get a hammer and just start beating the living crap out of this thing. If it makes any sound, I'd beat it up a little more until it can't really say anything anymore. Like if it were to make an annoying sound. You know, something like that. I would be like, turn this goddamn thing off. I'm kind of glad I don't have something like that as my alarm clock. I have a CD alarm clock, a CD player alarm clock. And I think that's what I might do after I'm done with this game. Just burn myself a good CD. Just to wake up to. Because why not? Some things are just too awesome for words. Yeah, the Mad Hatter. Go figure. You're not done yet? Oh. Oh, okay, you are. Oh, hell, really? Oh, really? I'm gonna be doing a lot of jumping in this stage, aren't I? Did I mention I hate you people? I didn't mention I hate you people? Y'all like to really mess with me, aren't you? Jeez. Gee, and you're invulnerable to attacks. Wow. Really, game. You son of a bitch! Y'all not making my trip any easier through Wonderland. Will you, won't you, will you, won't you, will you join the dance? I mean, was it just me, or did they make Jervis Tetch just really, really kind of creepy looking? Like he was an escapee from One Piece. I mean, come on. No real person would have a smile that damn big. I'm talking about you, pudding face. It's like, I'm sorry, and you have a big ass smile, a big ass creepy smile. Like, I'm sorry, but no. Just looking at those Jello commercials with the pudding face, it's like, oh my god, it's the Joker. They all been affected by the Joker. Yeah, I'm bouncing all over the place. So look, you got pudding face. Like, oh my god, that is just wrong. And if you've seen those Jello commercials, you know what I'm talking about. When they have this big, ugly looking, creepy smile. You know what I'm talking about, with this creepy looking smile. I had pudding face. So yeah, that's a new Dick Tracy character, Pudding Face. Oh no! This game is breaking the fourth wall! It's breaking the fourth wall! And the fourth wall has broken back. This game has suddenly broken the fourth wall, and the fourth wall is attacking. Now, you know a game has gone too far when suddenly it somehow breaks. Damn. And I thought that Pokemon episode was a shot to the senses. I'm talking about that Porygon episode. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I still kind of find it funny, like, how in the world can just one episode just jack up a whole mess of people like that? Just for three minutes, I think. Just because of the explosion. I'm like, I looked at it, nothing happened to me. Oh, we're going out of the rabbit hole, aren't we? Yeah, I have some complaints about your rabbit hole, sir. It sucks balls, man. It sucks balls. So where does he get those wonderful toys? Wouldn't you like to know? But yes, I would like to know. He got them from Peter Parker. Because, well, you know, freelance photography isn't all that. Oh, sir, will you please stop with that? Is anybody else getting tripified by this stage? I'm actually surprised nobody's getting tripped out about the stage. So as I'm looking at it, I was like, I'm kind of getting a little dizzy. I mean, these are one of the games I would like to co-op with. I mean, really, I would. I would love to co-op this game. Oh, thank God. Now things are about to get trippy as we're going on this tea table. Because, well, this is one big ass table, I'm telling you right now. How fitting he would make Batman into a bunny and Robin into, I don't know, a toucan? Or is that a parakeet? I don't know. It's weird, but okay. Did the game all of a sudden just crash? Oh. Well, tell me something. I thought the game had just crashed. I'm telling you, this music is kind of badass. There's this crazy techno beat to it. swear I look at the Mad Hatter now, I can't get One Piece out of my head. Looked like he was a refugee from One Piece. When teacups attack. Did I mention that this guy is a reject from One Piece? Or a refugee from One Piece? He was just bad. And I also remember from the old show, during the later episodes, it's like the bad guys really didn't try to fight. They just say, let's just get our asses handed to us. Trust me, like I said, I am a big nostalgia freak. I'm a big nostalgia freak, so there are a lot of things I've seen and I thought never existed. Like for one, I've seen the old black and white Batman TV show. I tell you, man, it was freaky. I remember my girlfriend and I were looking at that once, and never have we laughed so hard than, seeing that. I kid you not, we actually saw that and it was just funny as hell. And it was like this. As we were looking at this, we noticed that this Batman sucked. The bad guys were beating him up, but, as Bruce Wayne, oh man, he was kicking ass. I mean, I kind of find it funny, like, is this even possible in looking at this the same way? I mean, it was funny. It was so funny. We never laughed that hard in all the time we've been together. And even though it's for a month, we really did spend a lot of time together. Most of the time we went out on dates. And this is true, because she went through a very hard ordeal. And that hard ordeal happened to be that her mother passed away. And it happened so sudden, too. Because she was in the hospital, but I believe what happened was her tooth was bugging her. It was never taken care of. Damn. It is not as easy as it looks. Trust me. So what happened was she really didn't have any place to stay. So I said, well, how about this? You stay with me until you get all situated. She did. She stayed for me for about a month, and we actually spent more time in that 1 month than we ever spent for for the time we've actually known each other. And to this very day, we're still together. So I did say what I was going to do was I was going to spend my summer doing the following. I am going to spend my summer with her for at least 2 months. I'm the goddamn Batman. And yeah, after that, that was it. Believe it or not, this is the last level of this game. Thank God it's the last level. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Four enemies. Four enemies, four levels, but they're multiple. So hey, it's long enough. That's good. I mean, you kind of see what I'm doing here, so it's not like I should explain what I'm doing here. But yeah, that's what I plan to do during my break, is visit her for the summer. Catch up with things. And then come back to the world of Let's Plays in September. And probably things will change by next year. At least my whole layout. All the weird things that would happen. I mean, I know my folks are like, well, he can't be serious that he's going to be doing this, but hell, I need a break from California for a while. Not like California is not a nice place, but jeez. It's not like I have anything against California. I just need a break from this place. I'm the goddamn Batman. Now, if I was doing it some other way, I'd be saying, I'm the goddamn Batman. But anyway, I'd still say I'm the goddamn Batman. But yeah, outside of what I'm doing, you know, my book should be coming out pretty soon. Because the thing was, we've been having issues. And when I went up to the post office, I kind of heard the same thing. They've been having weather issues. And I've seen how it is on the East Coast. Storms brewing. So I can understand it's not bullshit. I mean, I've seen videos, so it's like during that time that's going on. Yeah, it's totally messed up. And why am I going in tap motion all of a sudden? I'm the goddamn Batman. I'm also the goddamn Batman. I'm also the goddamn Superman. I'm also the goddamn Dick Tracy. But you know what? Really? Who's the jerk who calls himself the chick? I happen to be that jerk. Who wants to know? Oh, when I get on that game, it's gonna be funny. No joke will be safe after doing that game. But seeing as long as that game is, I'm not going to do it like I'm doing every other game. In one setting. Oh no, I'm doing this thing and I'm doing that bad boy in parts. Because I kid you not, the levels are that damn long, and it gets so damn ridiculous. You had to do it in parts because it's insane. I mean, how many enemies they throw at you? I mean, it's crazy. I mean, granted, I'm gonna have fun with it, but man, it's just not gonna be funny. So what am I going to do after I'm done with this? Well, I'm probably not going to do anything else after this. Not at this time of night, anyway. But tonight, seeing as it's Friday night, I will do Superman and something else. Something shitty. That's right, I will be doing something shitty. And this is pretty much it. This is the last boss. The last boss in the game, believe it or not. And this is all your offering, sir. This is all you're offering to us. Well, at least you aren't like Electro in that shitty-ass Spider-Man Nintendo game. God, that was messed up. And yeah, one of the games I will not be doing for this month is Superman 64. I refuse. I absolutely refuse to do that. That's why I say I'm going to ignore N64 because most of their games, most of what they had were decent games, but they were just ones that just stunk. It stunk. That's how bad it really was. So it's time to put an end to you, Mr. Freeze. Because you just got beaten by the goddamn Batman. So, that's it. That was the adventures of Batman and Robin and a freezing cell in Arkham Asylum. As the guard routinely looks through the people at Arkham's latest guest, a deep chill courses through his body. Basked in the moonlight, the figure concentrates on the city entombed in crystal, oblivious to the guard's presence. The guard raps on the door, waits a moment, and then starts to slide the peephole's cover back to its shut position. The lack of response does not surprise him. The patient has not moved or spoken a word since his arrival. God. The guard, taken aback, quickly reopens the peephole to respond to the low voice emanating from the cell. I would like to send a message to Batman. The voice continued, shaking the crystal violently to create a blizzard over the miniature city. Revenge is a dish best served chilled. And with that, the halls of Arkham Asylum echoed once again with screams of insanity and the mad laughter of one particular prankster. And he sounded like this. So yeah, that was it. That was The Adventures of Batman and Robin. Just like Dick Tracy, it had no credits whatsoever. So yeah, I've of course been the Tenkaichi of gaming, PI7, and this was The Adventures of Batman and Robin. In which I really have fun with this game. And I hope you enjoyed watching this as much fun as I have made it. So until next time, I'm PookieIzzy7, and this was The Adventures of Batman and Robin, brought to us by Sega of 1995. And this game, it's done, and I am out.